fair to say I've been rather outspoken in the past about clubs like this. Hi everyone, my name is James Robinson and welcome back to this YouTube channel. Today we have the brand new TaylorMade QI Max irons. Now in the past I've said rather derogatory things about clubs like this, saying they should just be rental sets. I've no idea why they're in the lineup and they have no place in people's bags. But I went and got fitted for these down at TaylorMade HQ, and it's fair to say they've made dramatic improvements with this kind of middle of the range setup. Now there is a huge problem with these QI irons, and we'll get to that in today's video. It's a problem that we've had in the past, it's a problem that TaylorMade will have in the future whilst ever they're doing what they're doing. Get ready for that, Bob. But we'll test them today. We've got a full set of these. They look absolutely fantastic. We'll talk tech because you can see they've really worked hard on these, haven't they? Like Bob trying not to get his shadow in shot, working really hard on it. But is anything perfect, Bob? We're not so sure. So we've got full swing behind us, guys. If anyone wants to check that out, I've started using this for all our numbers and it's been a game changer for me. So I'll link that in the description below. Plenty of offset on here, plenty of top line, plenty of everything. Sorry. I do, what? Oh, ow, we took my shoulder off then. How's it going to perform? So we've got the 9.9 in hand kick off here. We'll hit a couple of shots, see what the performance we're going to get. Now, initially, that strike felt absolutely fantastic. So, we were hoping for a 150, and we've only gone and got a 156 carry off the bat with the 9.9. These are quite strong lofted. We know that they're going to go a long way. 8,000 spin though. That's not what I was anticipating for this club at all. Plenty of ball speed and a 159 total. So the beauty there is we know that we've got lots and lots of control. Control's going to be the aim of the game when it comes to these clubs, and cleaning them is going to add to that as well, because it's simply just an awful time of year here in the UK, Bob, isn't it? But the big problem that I alluded to, I'm going to cut to the chase and discuss it, it's the P790. So TaylorMade's P790 is the best iron in golf. So why would anyone go and spend the money on these? Well, that's what TaylorMade are battling this year, and having the discussions with their tech team, it was a bit of an eye-opener really as to how they see these irons in people's bags, how they see them helping people's games, and essentially how important these irons are for TaylorMade's ideology of what they're trying to do. Now, the feel and sound we're generating off these is miles better. I can't tell you how much better it is than previous generations of, I call them middle of the range irons. They're not really, they're more the irons that suit the head covers, I suppose you could say. If you want to go and get a full range of QI clubs, you can do that now, and you can see consistency wise here, we've got a carry at 162. Again, 7,500 spin, so plenty of spin on there, plenty of launch, and a 165 total. Now that's running me realistically 2 clubs longer, maybe a club and a half longer to my irons that I would usually use. Now, people in the comments will be saying, James, that's always going to happen because of course they are strong lofted. Now, strong lofted is all good and well, but it's the technology that runs alongside that that helps you get the control. Because if that was flying, say 160 yards, but it was traveling 180 yards total, then I'd agree with you. But I'll be totally honest here, I'm absolutely amazed so far as to how much I'm enjoying this. It did sound good, that, didn't it? And this is like winter golf as well. If you can be impressed in winter golf here, you can be impressed pretty much everywhere. So we've had a 162, a 165, and a 160 on the nose. Again, spinning at 8,275 and a total distance of 163. So far, I'm going to say so good. Let's talk a little bit of tech. Let's see whose bag these could really be in. Could they be in mine? Could they be in yours? Could they be in Bobby's? So you may well be asking, James, what tech goes into these new TaylorMade QI Max irons? Well, they do have a superior sound and feel. That's what golfers perceive as feel, apparently, and is largely the result of the sound that the club makes it impact. We do have the new internal stability bar and echo dampener material, and they've been strategically positioned to support these areas and reduce vibrations. We have the straight distance, proven TaylorMade painted to face technology controls the face flexibility to reduce the cut spin that can result from fast face iron designs, allowing golfers to experience straighter shots throughout the entire set. The heads do have individual optimization, and of course optimized ball flight with that flighted CG that strategically places CG lower in the long irons and higher in the set as it progresses to allow for those better ball flights through the set. All that miraging together with the new players defined look does mean you're going to get lots and lots of tech in these clubs, however a more subtle looking club. I think the badge on the back looks absolutely fantastic. It reminds me of the old PSI irons. Remember those back in the day? So you can see we have the through slot speed pocket on the sole there. We have that in the 7, 6 and 5. Do we have it in the 8? We have it in the 8 as well, so you don't have it in the pitching wedge and the wedge. The pitching wedge and the wedge, the pitching wedge and the 9 iron. It's got freezing, Bob, hasn't it? But 7 iron. What kind of numbers can we get? I'd imagine, with looking at the numbers we got from the other shot, should we move that bag out your way, Rob? Shall I have it there? So we can get a nice look at those irons, but I would imagine maybe a 180, we would hope for. A little bit of wind into off the left, so we'll send it out to the left and let it come back in to that flag. That felt absolutely wonderful again. The way they've dampened the vibrations in these is absolutely fantastic. So 126 ball speed straight away. We've got a 189 carry this time with the 7 iron, 4,500 spin. So quite low on the spin there. That would be a little bit worrying for me. 201 yards in total. That was an absolutely fantastically struck 7 iron for me there. Let's hit a couple more. Let's see how consistent this can be. And of course, how far we can get this 7 iron going. There's no getting around, these are going to be distance irons. These are going to be the irons that you want to hit that little bit further. So easy to launch though, aren't they? So like in the past when you've had irons like these that I've always said would be better off, the ball speed is exactly the same by the way, and that is a 193 carry. I can't help but feel like that's a misread on the spin with a 213 total. So let's go one more time. Very, very consistent there, even with the lower spin numbers. And let's see what we can get this last time. But certainly I've not had a set of clubs like this that aren't a premium is the wrong word, aren't the higher end of irons that feel this good. I pulled that, that's going to go a long way. It felt great again though. Very similar ball speed, 125, spin back up at 5,000 and carry again at 185. So consistency wise, I happen to think they've done really, really well. Some fantastic distance here, some really long irons if you're wanting them. Let's move into the long irons and see just how exactly they can perform. But guys, you may know last year I started working with the guys at Caddy Comps, and that is moving into 2026. They've got some unbelievable competitions running with the new product in 2026, a huge TaylorMade QI giveaway as well. So make sure you go and check that out. Prizes from as little as 79 pence, and you could be in the chance of winning a full set of TaylorMade clubs. So I'll link that in the description below. Some phenomenal competitions coming up soon. And if you don't want to be out here in the freezing cold like we are, get on your computer, get on your phone, check out Caddy Comps, some fantastic cash prizes, some fantastic cars, some fantastic watches, and of course, if you check it out, some fantastic TaylorMade clubs. So I think it's fair to say the real hero of this story is that echo dampening chamber in the back of these clubs. They do feel absolutely, they have no right to feel as good as they feel, to be brutally honest. And I do feel like, so we've got the 5 iron in hand now, the numbers we're going to be looking for this 5 iron I've already got from the 7 iron, so it's going to be really interesting to see what we can generate. Quite a blustery day today, difficult day for testing golf clubs, but the ball flights don't seem to be getting overly affected, which in the past with clubs like this you would start to see. I've caught that a little bit heavy, but it's all over the flag, and this will be interesting to see what kind of shot we are going to see. 128, it's gone 185, spinning at 3,500, so very similar to the 7 iron numbers that we were initially generating. And that's one of the things I do start to see with clubs like this in testing. We do start to maybe see them a bit more bunched up towards the top end, but of course these irons are designed to help you get the ball in the air and help with that ease of strike. We are of course into a gale force wind here at the moment as well, which isn't ideal. Right, come on, 200 carry. Oh, did that cover it? I'm sorry, I've absolutely duffed that one, Bob. We can look at the numbers if you want, but they ain't going to be pretty. I've duffed that. Let's go another one. How do you feel about that?
Fantastic.
I mean, in fairness to it, it was a bit of a duff. It's not carried very far, but I bet it's gone 161. and I hit 4 inches behind that. We can only be honest, can't we? Right. That's the one. Oh, that's the one still covered in mud after that divot. That's all over the flag. Ball speed up at 126, and again, a 185 carry. So very similar numbers we're getting with the 7 and the 5 iron there, which could be a little bit worrying. But guys, get in the comments below, what do you think to these brand new QI irons from TaylorMade? I think they look fantastic. They've really kicked on from the previous models of these. Performance-wise, very, very good in the short irons and the mid irons. Long irons, that's just my ball striking. I think that's bunching them up a little bit. But guys, get in the comments below and let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you all at the same time tomorrow. Goodbye.